Happy second year anniversary of Chapter 2 Season 2. And Chapter 3 Season 2 might have the same theme. Because Chapter 2 Season 2, I had the best memories, like probably one of the best memories in my life. And Chapter 3 Season 2, like I said, is going to be the same theme as Chapter 2 Season 2, or something similar to that, actually, not the exact same. So, the theme of Chapter 2 Season 2 was Ghost vs. Shadow. Now, Chapter 3 Season 2, according to in-game files, is going to be about 7 versus IO. So, there's probably going to be a remake of the Spy games as well, and maybe when we start off the season, like, the Spy games are going to be about 7 versus IO, where you could either join the 7 or the Imagined Order, which is the IO. And also something else that I want to mention is the return of Midas. So when Midas was chomped by a shark in the Chapter 2 Season 3 trailer, a lot of people thought his storyline was gone, but actually the founder CEO of Epic Games confirmed that he is not, and that when he was chomped, he was actually just trapped in the loop. And I think he's gonna be I'm trapped in a loop like all the other Fortnite players, and I think he's not gonna get affected by a loop, because remember the DC bundle? We had a skin that was not DC related, which was the Midas Rex, and his suit looks similar to the suits that the 7 have. And if you guys don't know what the loop is in the Fortnite storyline, it's basically something that resets your memory in 22 minutes. And the way to keep your memory is either to wear a suit like the 7, or actually escape the loop, where it's the final circle and you stand in the middle, and then like be the last player to stand, basically. And then you keep your memory and won't get affected by the loop. So I think Midas has one of the suits of the 7, because if you look in the Midas Rex skin, I mean, you can see the similarities between the 7 suits and stuff. So yeah. And I think Midas is actually building like more devices on the Fortnite island right now, because first of all, if you go to this restaurant right over here, as I'm showing you, it has like weird golden M signs, and a bunch of people think that it is Midas, and I think it is confirmed 100% to be Midas, because first of all, look at this, the Doomsday device right here. Oh, something in the files is codenamed DD Machine, and DD Machine is definitely like almost confirmed to be Doomsday device, because we have the Midas restaurant right here, and we're even getting more Midas skins. So I do not think that there's gonna be one Doomsday device for the device event, the new one. I think it's gonna be multiple devices in the live event that might happen either, well, probably not this season, maybe the end of next season as well. Also, we are getting new 7 skin in Chapter 3 Season 2. It's called The Origin. We saw it in a list of concepts, and one of them is part of the 7. Actually, 3 of them, actually, and I'll get to that in a second. But The Origin has similar powers to the Cube Queen, so a lot of people are theorizing that The Origin was a member of the last reality and then betrayed the last reality and became a member of the Seven. Or some people took the theory even further that the last reality is not actually a bad guy and is actually a good guy trying to take out the imagined order. And actually, some people are saying that the last reality is actually a team with the Seven. That's just my theory and some other people's theories. We don't know if that's actually true yet. And like the thing that supports this theory is like if you look at one of the mountains far off from the Fortnite island, you could actually see like a gold sphere in the distance. It would just be white when you look at it in game. If you zoom in and replay, it's actually gold. So a lot of people think that it's a Q Queen's like sphere, and I think I agree with that as well. And like if it was a Q Queen, then how come it hadn't come onto the Chapter 3 island yet? Like that wouldn't make sense for the storyline. And like also remember back then in Chapter 1 Season 5 where it used one of the rifts to get to the Chapter 1 island. Oh, we know that the Chapter 3 island is the flip side of the whole Fortnite island this whole time and we never knew. So some people are theorizing that, well, my theory is that because like it used one of the rifts that the Seven use, the last reality must have sent one cube to the Imagined Orders island, which is a Chapter 1 island, and a Chapter 2 island, as it was the reorganized version. Some people think that the last reality was actually on the other side of the island, and just wanted to, like the Seven wanted to keep the rift open, so the last reality could send like a cube through the rift, and hopefully destroy the Imagined Orders island, which is the Chapter 1 and the Chapter 2 island. Let me know what you guys think about that theory. Also, I have another theory as well. Well, actually, not a theory, probably 100% confirmed by now. My next theory, well, not a theory, actually confirmed, is the Monster vs. Mech live event part 2, like the Final Showdown part 2. So we have Season 9 references, like the Devour reference and the Mecha Team Leader arm thrown off in the Chapter 1 Season 9 live event right there. And we got the digged up bones of the Devour. And in-game files say that that place where Devour is actually confirmed to be a new location called codename Caddis Cave, or maybe even is going to be called Caddis Cave. And honestly, I do not think that live event's going to happen until like the end of Chapter 3 Season 2. Here's why. So in the files, there's a new location, codenamed Seven's Workshop. A lot of people think it's going to be where the bunker is, like the new bunker at the Foundation statue. And, well, the redacted bunker has not opened until the last season of Chapter 2. So honestly, I do not think that bunker right there is going to be the Seven's Workshop. I don't think it's going to be opening until like the end of Chapter 3, honestly. So, and by the way, that place right there is so small, so it can definitely not be a POI. And where do I think the Seven's Workshop is going to be? I think there's going to be a live event at the end of Chapter 3 Season 1, because usually when they have a live event, they usually shorten the season by 1 day, just like we got for the Operation Skyfire in the end. And just now, they actually shortened season 1. Before it said chapter 3 season 1 through March 20th. Now it says chapter 3 season 1 through March 19th. They only shorten a season by 1 day if there's a live event. So I think there is a live event, and I think I know what it is. So you know how there's literally a volcano? Well, the Daily Bugle is literally in front of a volcano. And the Daily Bugle is a collaboration location. So it's 100% gonna be gone by chapter 3 season 2 because collab locations do not stick around after the collab is gone. Or maybe we might get a destroyed version of the Daily Bugle, but I do not think that's the case. Oh, and the reason why I said destroyed is because of Deadpool's yacht. But I do not think that's the case because well, let me get back to why it's gonna be gone. Because first of all, it's a collab location, so it's probably not gonna be gone. And the reason why I think because it's a collab location, it's gonna be gone because all the other collab locations we had in the past have been gone once the collab is over. Just like Gotham City in Chapter 1 Season X, at the end event of Chapter 1, everything was sucked into a black hole, including the Gotham City POI. And Chapter 2 started with Gotham City being gone. Deadpool's yacht in Chapter 2 Season 2. In Chapter 2 Season 3, when the collab is gone, we had a destroyed version of Deadpool's yacht. Well, it is still there, but they made a destroyed version to end off the collab. But bring back to the theory why I think the Daily Bugle is going to entirely be gone in Chapter 3 Season 2. So, since it's in the middle of a volcano, I think how they're going to end the collab off is a live event, the volcano eruption live event. So it's going to erupt, completely destroying the Daily Bugle. And maybe in Chapter 3 Season 2, in the middle of the volcano, it's actually going to be Seven's workshop because we know that they're going to use it to, like, build a new robot to take out the new Devourer monster that people are theorizing that the IO is cloning it, collecting DNA from it and cloning it. And in Chapter 1 Season 8, the volcano event, Eruption, like, it erupted, and then the erupted volcano in Season 9 became a place where the robot was actually being constructed. So yeah, I think at the end of the season, the volcano is going to erupt, completely destroying the Daily Bugle in Season 2. The erupted volcano is going to be turned into the Seven's workshop. And they're going to start constructing the robot. And at the end of Season 2, we're going to get the live event. And it's not just the storyline that we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about the modes. Like I said before, the spy games are coming. And I think, like, we'll have a choice to either pick Team 7 or Team Imagine Order, which is the IO. And honestly, I thought those spy games were, like, the funnest LTMs we had in Fortnite. So it's going to be cool to see them return. Also, by the way, when the Spider-Man collab ends, we know the Mythic Web Shooters are also going to be gone. Well, actually, even though they're collab items, they might have a chance of actually staying in Season 2 because they're literally the most loved mythics of all time that Fortnite has ever created. So yeah, Fortnite might just keep them. Or they might make a reskin version of the Spider-Man's web shooters. Even if the web shooters are gone, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make like a Slinger Grappler or something like that. Like a reskin version of it, probably. Also, something that's gonna happen for the rest of Season 1 is earthquakes that will completely destroy POIs. So the new cafe area, hold up. The new cafe area right here is gonna be destroyed within the earthquake soon, made by the Imagine Order. And then the cafe at Tilted Towers is also gonna be destroyed, and this 7 outpost right here is gonna be destroyed. And a lot of people think that that's how the reality war is going to be caused. Also, I think the Devourer is already here in the game, like inside the mountain, like Culver Cavern, on top of the mountain of Culver Cavern. It is called Pilatus Peak, and Polar Peak was where the monster was inside. So Pilatus Peak, it makes a lot of sense of why Culver Cavern is gonna be is actually where the monster is inside right now, and it wouldn't make sense. I think Culver Cavern is actually staying in Chapter 3 Season 2, and they're gonna make like more spy locations as well. And I think how they're gonna end off, that's how they're gonna end off that season in the live event, is that I do not think we're gonna be able to play until Chapter 3, Season 3, after a live event, because I think like after a live event it's gonna have a to be continued screen, like to be continued Chapter 3 Season 3. I think we're gonna get a screen like that. So I think what they're gonna do is that the Devourer is like gonna it is gonna come from inside Culver Cavern, like completely destroying the area as the top of the mountain. It's called Pilatus Peak, and then it's gonna destroy all the spy locations, ending off the season. And then like the monster is actually gonna come from the erupted volcano, and maybe like and like kill the new Devourer. And maybe it's also gonna get the 0 point as well. And guys, I think I know what's gonna be the location of the 0 point. I think it's Loot Lake, because like it's not a named location anymore, it's just a landmark now. But this right here is Loot Lake. In Chapter 1, Loot Lake was actually the location, like it was underneath the ground where the 0 point was. So yeah, it would make sense. This spot right here is the location of the 0 point. And a theory that I completely disagree is that this statue right here, the foundation statue right here, is the new robot. Now, I do not know how this is going to be the new robot, but I do think that like they're going to make a like they're going to build a robot version of the statue, meaning it's not going to be this, it's just going to be the same height and the same size as the statue, but just a robot version of it, is my theory of what they're gonna do. Also, I have more leaks, by the way. This might not come until Chapter 3 Season 3. It might not, which means it might not come in, Chapter 3 Season 2. Is that like there's like a Coral Castle reference right here, or like here or here, and this part of the map is like very empty. So I think there's gonna be like a POI under this under the water of this map right now. Trust me, is 100% confirmed to not be, well, not confirmed, but it's 100% not Coral Castle, because it's the worst reveal location in Fortnite history. I think it's gonna be like a remake that's gonna be like 100 times better than Coral Castle. Like it's gonna have the it's gonna be built like Coral Castle, but like 100 times better with like a lot more loot, and they're probably gonna turn. They're probably gonna make it like a location that people actually land at. Also, we're gonna get into the rest of the members of the seven. We already talked about the origin because she was in like the concepts that Fortnite posts out, that skins that are most likely coming out in the future, and they also have like two more seven skins. Well, we got the unmasked version of the origin, and then we got the two other seven members, which are actually the sisters according to code names about some statues somewhere in the sanctuary. Well, not code names, like actually real names. We don't know the actual names of the sisters, but we know that they're part of the seven, and they are going to be a skin in the future. Now, I do not think it's actually going to come out until like a few seasons later, like not in Chapter 3, Season 2, because of the origin. But it's definitely going to play a huge role in the storyline, in the live events. Oh, by the way, I want to show you guys something. Like, they're probably doing something with the statue, not turning into a robot. I do not think, but like they're probably cloning the robot. I mean the statue, or rebuilding the statue like into a form of a robot, like I said before. But here's something that supports this theory more. There's actually a secret dialogue that you can only read if you have the foundation skin equipped. Now, is the scientist still here? I made a YouTube short on it, by the way. So if someone hired the scientist or killed it, you can watch my YouTube short. Right. And after that, we're gonna get into like one of the biggest live events, not like a storyline live event, like a Fortnite concert, like an actual concert, not like the Tones Night concert, like because that didn't count as live event. I'm talking about an actual live event concert after this. So the secret dialogue is something about that statue. I'm assuming mine is still in the mail. I don't know what that means, but it's gotta do something with the storyline. And let's go off storyline topic, and let's get into the concert. So now, in the Epic Games versus Apple court documents, it showed what Epic Games are working on, and we already had some of those concerts. Like we had the Party Royale concert, J Balvin, and then we had that Ariana Grande concert for the concert of 2021, and now it also showed Lady Gaga as well in the document. That has not happened yet, but I think that concert is going to be for 2023 instead, because I think it's going to be someone else. I think we're going to get another Marshmello concert because they're releasing more Marshmello skins. And Marshmello has made a lot of more songs recently, so yeah. And it might not just be Marshmello, it might be like those other skins in the Marshmello bundle that he just released this season. Like we had the Ninja Marshmello and the female Marshmello skin. So it would make sense that this year it won't be a Lady Gaga concert until like 2023. Instead, it will be a second Marshmello concert. Also, upcoming collabs that might come. We know the founder CEO of Epic Games always likes to tease collabs, like he did with the Dark Phoenix, and how he teased a bunch of collabs in a single Lego video. This time he actually teased a Back to the Future collab. Uh, he posted a post that says to be continued, and that was actually from Back to the Future. So we might be getting a collab soon. Also, John Cena, yes, I'm talking John Cena might come to Fortnite after so long. People have been clickbaiting, saying that it's coming to Fortnite without like anything, but now there's actually something that supports this. So John Cena on his Twitter actually posted a picture of the whole Reality Zero, like like both flip sides, and that was actually a Fortnite image, by the way. And usually something like that, usually if a celebrity posts something about Fortnite, which means that they are getting collab, just like The Rock, he posted something with a foundation helmet that you cannot buy anywhere. And then The Rock eventually did get his own skin. Well, not his own skin, like he's the actor of a Fortnite skin, which is the foundation, right here. Also, something else that might also be happening is a new weather effect, the volcano weather effect. Now, I did say it's going to be a live event, but I think for the live event, it's going to be like a huge eruption destroying locations, but like, I think it's also going to be a weather effect as well, like a mini eruption that will only burn POIs, and like when the loop resets, it's going to be fixed again. But like in the huge eruption in the live event, it's going to completely destroy locations. Like, we know the Daily Bugle is going to. I do not think they're doing anything with Tilted Towers because of how many complaints it got when Neo Tilted came out. Neo Tilted is actually my favorite location, by the way. I don't understand why people disliked it and like the OG Tilted better. But people just complained when Tilted Towers is gone. So yeah, I don't think they're doing anything with that. But some locations are probably going to get destroyed and turned into something else in Chapter 3, Season 2. Some people are saying that the locations that are going to get destroyed are actually going to be replaced with, like, the IO and 7 POIs in Chapter 3, Season 2, is what some people are saying. Also, Battle Pass skin that's probably going to come out in Chapter 3, Season 2 is a new version of Agent Jones. So, Agent Jones is back in the storyline, like we saw in the Chapter 2 end event. And he's even the NPC on the map right now that you can find. It will have a chance of spawning at one of the mountains. Right here. Something else, by the way, is that I do not, think that they're keeping the Chapter 3 weapons into the game. Maybe some of them. maybe even all of them, but we know one of the old weapons is coming back according to loading screens. Maybe in season 1 or season 2, and the new FNCS loading screen that's leaked by leakers, it actually shows the Foundation holding the tac shotgun in his hand. So yeah. Not only do I think the tac shotgun is going to return, but I think the pump is as well, because it's the most popular weapon in Fortnite history. So yeah, wouldn't surprise me if both of those weapons actually came back next season. Maybe not in the regular form. Maybe we'll get like the old weapons returning in Chapter 3 graphics, just like we got when Chapter 2 first launched, like 2 years ago. Yeah. Locations that, Chapter 1 locations that we also might get returning is probably Lucky Landing, because Fortnite have actually teased it for a long time. And there has been more teasers as well, because at Condo Canyon, there is a Chinese restaurant, but if I just say that there's a Chinese restaurant, that's not enough proof that it's coming. So we all know the Fox Clan, the Forgotten, a lot of people forgot about that, ever since the story of the Fox Clan hasn't been heard for a while, but it's finally back. In leaked skins that are coming to the game soon, one of them is actually V, and she has actually joined the Imagined Order, because it's an Imagined Order skin. So yeah. We know the Fox Skin also relates to Lucky Landing, as we saw in loading screens, and a lot of people really miss Lucky Landing, and a lot of people have been asking Epic Games for them to bring it back, so it wouldn't surprise me if they bring it back, especially since all of the snow has been melted. Well, was supposed to get melted, every single snow on the map, but then a lot of people want the snow to stay, and Epic Games actually listened, believe it or not. And something that might also be coming, because a lot of people want, is Baby Klombo, because like a lot of people like really want in the game. It's like, it was originally a concept, and then that concept turned into like a lot of people have been like begging for Baby Klombo to come to Fortnite. So yeah, maybe in the future we might get it. Also, the skins that are actually coming out, the new Imaginary skins, not just V, but all of them actually have like red eyes, being like, probably they're mind controlled. Probably. So that's what a lot of people have been thinking. And by the way, if you go to audio logs, there's one at the bridge near Tilted. It mentions the paradigm, and now there's a huge theory out there, like probably one of the biggest theories out there that Fortnite haven't ever seen that much people making that theory before. Is that the paradigm is actually singularity. And yeah, I kind of agree with that as well, because their suits look similar. A lot of people have been saying that Paradigm left the 7 for a while, and then changed their name to Singularity, and then it came back to 7 once they needed her help at the end event. And they didn't mention the Paradigm, so I think that's also related to the new Monster vs. Robot event as well. So yeah. Something like two mechanics are coming is tactical sprints. The only thing is you actually hold your weapon when you use tactical sprint. Like hold your weapon up, like so. Like let's say you're in a fight, that's not meant to be used. That's just like meant to be used like when you're escaping a storm and stuff. We're also gonna get fear as well, which actually makes you like scary effects in the game. Okay. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.